R2 the dog. I ain't even been feeling like doing this. But let's get it. Yeah. It's probably the real level up. BIP Red Dog 1.
The O is for the 16 ounces that's in the whole pound. They really out here feeling my music. Shout out the whole town. K is for the killers I know who keep the 4 pound. You give an inch, he taking a mile like it was 4th down. The L is for the ladies for sure. I mean the real ones who out here working hard for they.
What's up, world? What's up, YouTube? It's your boy R2, and we back with another banger. You know what I'm saying? So grab some popcorn and your cold drink and go on down there and hit that like button, then hit that subscribe button, and then jump on over there and hit that bell. So when I drop these bangers, you be one of the first ones to put your eyes on it. You know what I'm talking about? What's good with y'all, man? I know y'all been waiting on me to drop an episode, man. Y'all just bear with me, man. You know what I mean? I'm dealing with life. You feel what I'm saying? Like I say, man, life be cracking, man. Life be going on, you know what I mean? And I don't always have time, to sit here and make these videos for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to keep it cracking. You dig what I'm saying? We're going to keep it moving and we're going to keep it done. You dig what I'm saying? Man, I've been on PC lately. Recently got me a gaming PC. And when I tell y'all, listen, man, video games keep me out the streets. You dig what I'm saying? I play video games. I'm active on that thing. You know what I'm saying? Call of Duty, Warzone, GTA. We in the Grizzly World streets, on 5M. All my PC players, man, y'all tap in with me, man. Drop some likes, drop some comments in the comment section. You dig what I'm saying? I'm running a 4060 Ti, you know what I mean? 48 gigs of RAM, you know what I'm saying? I got a 13 gen processor, you know what I'm saying? So we getting it in, you know what I mean? I definitely go live on TikTok. Y'all check out my TikTok, man. My TikTok is the Mudasucka, DAMUDASUCKA. You know what I'm saying? Check me out, man. I go live on TikTok. I trying to get it to where I can translate those videos over to YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So y'all just bear with me, stay down. But today's episode ain't about no gaming. You dig what I'm saying? Just to kind of put it in perspective of what I've been doing, what's been kind of taking up a little bit of my time. You know what I'm saying? Let me fix this mic. No, it's good. But anyway, so the penitentiary, man, homosexuals. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, figure that the stuff that you see in movies is true, and I'm here to tell you that some of that stuff is kind of true. You know what I'm saying? It's not the overall gist of it, to where as soon as you get in there, people is, sizing you up and checking you out and whistling at you and all that old crap you see in the movies. It ain't really like that. You dig what I'm saying? Now, when you get off the bus to whatever penitentiary you pulling up to, you're going to start off at A&R. That's the processing center. That's where they evaluate you, go over your points with you, let you know, if you low level, mid level, or high level security threat. You dig what I'm saying? If you've been in there multiple times and you know this your 4th time to the joint, and you known for stabbing folks and starting riots and all that type of stuff, you can just kind of count that you're going behind the fence. But anyway, homosexuals, man, they play a big part in the penitentiary because you got to understand, man. Some people think like this. Some dudes can't go home. Some dudes, it's some dudes that can go home. They just, prefer to deal with a boy. You know what I'm saying? You got people that love to deal with boys. You got people that's open about it, and then you got the tough gangsters that act like they just rah 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 rah. But then the first chance they get, they laid up in the cell with a boy. You know what I'm saying? And I seen this firsthand experience. Now, 2014, I made it to the yard. The second trip. This is my second trip. Now, when I pull up, I get to my pod, and I see a partner of mine, dude that I grew up with, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is my first time actually seeing the type of homosexual activity that's going on in the penitentiary. Now, I didn't necessarily believe this because, see, my first prison sentence, I went to a boot camp. It wasn't really a prison yard. I mean, it was a prison yard, true enough, but it wasn't this much stuff going on. If you catch what I'm saying, we was on a strict program. It wasn't no drugs on the yard at all. Just cigarettes that you could buy off a canteen. You know what I'm saying? And when I say it's no drugs being used, typically when it's ice on the yard, Gucci, whatever you want to call it, when people get on that stuff, some kind of way they get freaked out. You know what I'm saying? They get too horny or whatever. And I'm not making this as excuse for anybody that like to deal with them boys, because in my opinion, it's trash. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that much time in the world, you know what I mean, to be laid up with no boy. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so I get to the yard, my first trip. Now I ain't expecting to see none of this. I bump into my homeboy. Now this is my partner. I ain't seen him in a long time. And I'm like, dang, you been in the joint all this time? He like, yeah, bro. I've been down like 12, 13. I'm like, God, I ain't seen this dude since we was kids. We used to go to church and play ball together. You know, the church used to come pick up all the kids in the neighborhood, take us to this little church over there across the tracks on off of Britain, somewhere over there off of Britain and Western. We used to go to this church over there, man. We used to hoop. This is my partner. You know what I mean? Leroy. This is my guy, Leroy. You know what I'm saying? Now he was a known factor, grew up, around the way. He ended up being a crypto. You know what I'm saying? But this is my guy. So I'm fresh on the yard. I'm looking for all familiar faces. You know what I'm saying? I got my guard up. I'm belling or whatever. You know what I mean? But when I seen my partner, I'm locked in with him. Like, what's up, bro? You know what I mean? What's happening? Uh, so we chopping it up. Now, I spotted a couple homosexuals on the pod. Now, I'm talking about, now this part is true. They do everything that they can possibly do to turn themselves into a female. And when I say that, I mean, if they got hair, they grow it out, long perm, or if it's a native, homosexual, they gonna, they hair long anyway. You know what I'm saying? So they got the long hair. They use the Kool-Aid to mix some kind of, stuff up and make lipstick. They got eyeliner, booty shorts. They take the pants and they cut them off right up under the butt cheeks, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking around like, man, this is crazy, because I never seen no stuff like this before, only in the movies. So I'm hollering at my partner. In a couple of days, I'm messing with him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm checking out how he got his, setup going on. I go in his cell, check out his cell. His cell real clean. You know what I'm saying? He got about 12 pair of Jordans. I'm talking about real world shoes. You know what I mean? He living good. Real world MP3 player. You know what I'm saying? And he had been in there for a minute. I'm just getting in. So he established. He got his, he got food to the ceiling. You know what I'm saying? So once I peeked, he had the real world MP3 player. That's what caught my attention. So I'm like, bro, let me bump that for a couple hours, man. I just got to the yard. You know what I mean? I'm straight. I don't need nothing, but let me bump that MP3 player, man. I'm trying to, you know what I mean? Now at the time, they had MP3 players on the canteen that you can buy. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people had them loaded up, but he didn't have one of them. You know what I'm saying? He had a real world MP3 player full of all the classics. And he wouldn't even let his partners, he wouldn't even let his Crip homies listen to this. But he'd mess with me on it. And they be, sometimes I catch them like they be, making fun, like, dang, bro, you let your partner get on, you won't even let the homies listen to the MP3. You know what I'm saying? So that let you know how cool we was. You dig what I'm saying? Now, I done peeped these two homosexuals that live on this pod. One of them is an Indian. I think his name was, or her name was Elite. That was the Indian cat. Long hair, looked like Pocahontas kind of, resemble Pocahontas, but got them, keep them booty shorts on. You know what I'm saying? Flossing around the pod. Now, when I first start, I done been on the yard a couple of days now, you know what I'm saying? But I'm always coming to this side. I stay on the other side. I stay on B North. But this is B South, I keep coming to because my partner over here, you know what I'm saying? And one day, I'm mobbing to the homie cell, and the Indian, homosexual, kind of made a pass at me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like what's up? You know what I'm saying? Instantly, I get on one. I instantly, hey, hey, blood, you know me or something? Like, hey, homie, I ain't with none of that. You know what I mean? So I gassed him real quick. And he was like, oh. He was like kind of, ashamed of himself. Like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, yeah, I ain't with all that. You know what I mean? Kept pushing. Now, I go to the homie cell. I'm not knowing that he see me kicking it with the homie, and he thinking that I may be with what he with, but I ain't caught on to this yet. You know what I'm saying? So uh now it's another homosexual on the pod. His name is Lance, but they call him Honey. You know what I'm saying? Light skin, long perm. But see, man, these dudes crack me up so bad because they want to be a female so bad. Like they'll shave all their facial hair off, like clean booty face shave. But see, when a man shave his face off, you still gonna have them pricklies right there where it's supposed to be hair growing. You know what I mean? So it's like you always got that 5 o'clock shadow. So man, these dudes will be walking around hair long, face booty shaved, you know what I'm saying? Face booty smooth, you know what I mean? But you still got that 5 o'clock shadow, you know what I'm saying? So I'm kicking it with the homie. I go over here after he didn't, but I didn't pay it no mind, you know what I'm saying? Because I know that I'm fresh on the yard. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be, situation is all about how you handle it. You know what I mean? I just kind of, I blazed on him real quick. I got on one, but I didn't overdo it because you don't want, these are still men and they still dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Especially, natives, man, because they keep knives, man. They keep knives this big. You know what I'm saying? Natives in the penitentiary, they ain't finna do too much fighting. They gonna stab something. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to disrespect nobody. You dig what I'm saying? But it's also disrespectful to come at somebody like that ain't with that. But you got to check it at the door. You got to check it at the door because if you don't, if you start, kikiing and kakan with them homosexual men and start hanging around them and start being around them, and they gonna think it's cool and they gonna think you being comfortable with them. I don't fool with them at all. You dig what I'm saying? At all. We not even gonna be cool. You feel me? So I so one night, now I done told y'all about the Lance dude. Now, this is the dude that I end up finding out that my homeboy is messing with. You know what I'm saying? He messing with this homosexual named Honey. You know what I'm saying? Now, I hit the cell one night. Boom, I'm coming across the pod, and I got his MP3 on. I'm just kind of cooling, and I'm mobbing to his door. But when I get to the door, they got a jigger curtain up. You know what I'm saying? Now, jigger curtain in the prison system is for privacy. Like if you got to go take a dump or something, you make your cellie go find him something to do, put the jigger curtain up, or if you need to watch you some porn or whatever, you feel me? Put your jigger curtain up and close your door without closing it. You know what I'm saying? Now, everybody in the prison system knows that this means don't come in my cell, don't come in here. You know what I'm saying? This is like a sign that say do not disturb. If you see that jigger curtain up over the window, over the door, you know what I'm saying? Clearly, don't open that door. You know what I'm saying? Because that's privacy. That's the privacy curtain. You know what I'm saying? So he got a jigger curtain up. So I decided to go sit at the table in the day room and just chill. You know what I mean? I know a few cats on the pod by now. You know what I mean? Everybody know who I am. I done made my, self known to all the factors over here, the Bloods, the Crips, the Hoovers, letting them know I'm Red Dog Dudes, Broadway Gangster, you know what I mean? So people familiar. I done been over here about a week and a half, you know what I mean? So I done got right into the pod, you feel me? So I noticed that the jigger curtain is up, you feel me? So I'm sitting at the table with my other partner from Texas that I was on my first trip with. But he was a homie. He was a Damu, you know what I mean? So we sitting there playing little dominoes or something, you know what I mean? We just chopping it up, boom, 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 playing dominoes. Now, out the peripheral, I see my partner's cell door come open. Now, when the cell door come open, come on, man. When the cell door come open, I'm expecting him to come out of there by himself, man. When he come out of there, he come out, the homosexual come out first. It's the homosexual Honey up in the cell with my partner Leroy. You know what I'm saying? They up in the cell now. You ain't got to tell me. Now I done seen it with my own eyes. I ain't have to open the door to see what they was doing. If you in the penitentiary system with the jigger curtain up in a cell with a homosexual, you are a freakazoid. You're a freaky. You're a 69 guy. You're a freak. You're a freak. You're a freak. You're freak nasty. You dig what I'm saying? You're freak nasty. That's rule number one. Ain't no gangster supposed to be up in no cell with no homosexual with the jigger curtain up. Period. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line, you know, and this dude didn't have no braids or nothing. He couldn't say he was getting his hair braided. He couldn't say none of that. Now I'm already knowing. Now in my head, I'm already documenting. This Negro is messing with the homosexual, y'all. You dig what I'm saying? It's blowing my mind. Now I never asked him about it because that's his business. What another cat do with his, you know what I mean? That's your business, bro. Now I didn't judge him either because you're still my partner. I can't erase the fact that you're my partner. You know what I mean? But I tell you what, my trips to your cell gonna slow down. You know what I'm saying? And I end up, so I peeped the move. I peeped the move. You know, you in the cell with the homosexual man. You in the cell with the boy. You know what I'm saying? Now, a couple days go by, and I catch some people talking about it. You know, him dealing with the homosexual. Now, come to find out, they done took him off the set. They done already took him off the set for this. He done already been took off his set for this, for messing with the boy. So it's something that he wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's a decision that he made. You dig what I'm saying? And I couldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? I could not believe it because this was my partner, man. You know what I mean? Now, another situation. We at Bowley. Now I'm about, a year or two into my sentence. Now I done already seen this at Stringtown. I done already peeped, dude coming out the cell. Now we in open dorm. We at a minimum, y'all. It ain't no way you need to be involved with a homosexual at a minimum, bruh. You being at a minimum lets me know that you going home one of these days. You know what I'm saying? You make it to a minimum, they don't send lifers to the minimum. You know what I'm saying? Lifer, he can't make it to the minimum. It ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I think they used to do it back in the day, but nowadays that's over with. So we in an open door. Now I got another crib partner. Just my guy. He's my barber at the time. This dude is the barber, and he was nice with the clippers, y'all. Best barber I ever seen on the penitentiary yard. And he could ball, and he was a hooper, lefty. Real skill with the, like a Steph Curry. And he gonna pull up from half court. This is my partner. Now, this is a crazy story. We in an open dorm. Open dorm means it's bunks everywhere, like military style. You know what I'm saying? We not behind no cell doors. So we all in, if you on a unit, you in a room with everybody else. You know what I mean? Bunk beds. Boom, boom, boom. One on top of the other. Boom, 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 boom. Now this dude was like my bunkie. He wasn't my cellie. He didn't sleep under me because I slept on the top. He didn't sleep under me, but he slept in the cubicle next to us. So he sleep on the bottom, I sleep on the top. This my guy, and he my barber. So we cuts up all night. We clown all night. My relative, he like 2 bunks over. So we got a whole little setup. You know what I mean? Now we at Bowley on unit 4. Good unit. We got AC. All them other units, they ain't got AC like that. They gotta have fans blowing. But down here, we got AC because everybody up here got jobs. Everybody up here got jobs. Everybody up here level 4. You know what I'm saying? So my partner, we're gonna call him Shorty Doo-Wop. My partner, Shorty Doo-Wop. Now, we ain't knowing that this dude like homosexuals, man. I never could have guessed that this dude like homosexuals. Now, it was rumors floating around, but I don't believe rumors about people, man. I don't believe rumors about people because people be hurt talking about folks. You know what I'm saying? People be hating. Now it was whispers about, him liking homosexuals, but I never seen no signs of him liking homosexuals. You know what I'm saying? This dude straight neighborhood, out of Tulsa. He from hood. You know what I'm saying? He gonna let you know his neighborhood. Straight, Goonie, he ain't turning down nothing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen him turn down nothing. So handle his business. He like to pop bars and stuff, so he gonna be in that barbershop chopping. When you work in the barbershop, we gotta pay you to cut our hair, whether it be items, whether it be a little drugs here and there, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So he stayed with something. You feel me? And so this my neighbor, you feel me? So after we do our thing on the yard, we go hoop. We used to hoop every day. He always be on the other team, you know what I mean? So we go at it, you know what I mean? Or he'll be on my team sometime, you know what I'm saying? So we was tight, you know what I mean? We had a whole little clique up there on the unit that we all used to hang together, smoke together, joke together. You dig what I'm saying? Play poker together, you feel me? So Now it was this big homosexual on the unit named Red. Man, this dude was like 6'7", bro. This dude was like 6'7", soft as a teddy bear, man. Straight homosexual, like outlandish with it. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't tell him nothing. But see, Red was cool. But we're not cool like that, but you cool. You know what I'm saying? Red used to be one of my runners. I used to pay him to go out on the yard, run my dope for me, and then I break you off at the end. You feel me? Whatever you bring me back, I give you a percentage of it. You know what I'm saying? Because Red, he was a big old tall, MF, big old tall. But he could get places on the yard that everybody couldn't get. He worked in the kitchen. He was cool with the case managers and stuff, so he could move around. And he loved to hustle. You know what I'm saying? So I used to look out for him. You feel me? Here, you hustle this, I'm gonna give you like back about $100. You bring me a G ball, I give you $100. You feel me? Um, so I used to notice at nighttime, bro. I used to notice at nighttime when lights out, everybody's supposed to be asleep. You always hear that shower going. I used to hear that shower going. Like we have a big room with a bunch of beds, and we all use the same shower, but it's like got multiple heads in there. You know what I'm saying? And when homosexuals is in the shower, no real individuals is in the shower. You know what I'm saying? They shower. If you catch a homosexual in the shower, you gotta wait till they come out. You dig what I'm saying? Because I don't want you looking at me, and I ain't supposed to be looking at you, and we ain't even supposed to get that idea started. You dig what I'm saying? So hear me out, y'all. Now, at nighttime, we supposed to be asleep. You know what I mean? They make us turn our TVs off and everything by 10, 11 o'clock. You ain't got to go to sleep physically, but they make you say it's lights out. You know what I mean? Now, if you got a shower or whatever, you can do what you want to do as long as you ain't got that TV going. Some of these offices, well, most of them, they used to push the issue about the TV being on. You feel me? But me, I used to be up on the phone talking to my shorty. You know what I'm saying? Bluetooth phone under the bed. So if the Jake, you know what I mean? And we got people that always jigging out for the Jakes. You know, if the Jake's on the pod, somebody gonna whistle or somebody gonna say jig out or somebody gonna let you know that the Jakes is on the pod. So I used to be up on the phone. You feel me? Uh, and I used to always hear this shower running. And I look down at Brody bed and he ain't there. And then I look over at Red's bed and he ain't there. Because Red used to sleep on the other side of me on the top. So I'm looking for Shorty Doo-Wop. He ain't there. Looking for Red, looking over to see if Red, because my cousin, he come put me on game one day. He said, he tapped me on the shoulder. I'm on the phone. He tapped me on the shoulder. He like, hey, Kinfolk, you hear that shower going? I'm like, yeah, what's up? He like, you notice Marco ain't in his bed. Shorty Doo-Wop ain't in his bed. I'm like, you sure right. He like, you see Red ain't in his bed either. I look over there. I'm like, man, you lying, Kinfolk. They in the shower together. You feel me? So I used to be trying to get kinfolk to go in there. Hey man, go see. Or we'll try to pay somebody to go catch them. You know what I'm saying? But nobody could ever catch them. You know what I mean? Because they used to be in there for hours, bro, in the shower for hours. So it's getting time for Shorty Doo-Wop to go home. Now I don't know if he was, man. I don't know if he was nervous about going home, or if he just didn't want to go home because he knew that he was in here messing with these homosexuals. Because all of a sudden he started having like these little seizures, bro. Like it was like twice where he like fell off the bunk and hit his head, bro. And he's seizing up, he's shaking. And I had to jump down off my bunk and call the CO. Hey, CO, come get him, man. Like twice he did this, sweating, like a panic attack or something. But it's like he couldn't control his convulsions and he was like blacking out or something. And we kept wondering, like, dang, man, why does this dude keep falling out? Why does he keep falling out, bro? So one day, man, he out on the yard in the courtyard, Shorty Doo-Wop, with a whole different homosexual. And they sitting on the bench together this close. Like they having a picnic, bro. So all the homies, we done peeped this, the squad, we done peeped this, and we like, man, this dude, he tripping. He all out in public with it, you know what I'm saying? Now, they ain't doing nothing sexual out in public, but it's like y'all too close, or y'all hanging out. You feel me? Like y'all dating, y'all courting. You know what I mean? So one day, I'm pushing to the barbershop. I'm coming down the sidewalk. That didn't happen. Nothing happened that day. But I'm pushing down the sidewalk, and I'm going to the barbershop where he work at. When I step up in the barbershop, he got the homosexual in the barbershop with him. He cutting somebody hair, the homosexual, like right on his hip, like just cleaning up his station and just hanging out with him. I'm in my head like, what? And my kinfolk was in the barbershop at the same time. So we both in there. He looking at me and I'm looking at him like this is just all confirming what's going on, bro. So when our older homies come in the shop, now he from Tulsa too, but he from Red Mob. But he know this dude from the streets. He know Shorty dude out from the streets. And the minute he seen that homosexual in the shop, he tripped out. He like, Shorty Dwop, you tripping. He like, hey, homeboy, you got to get up out of here. He says the homosexual up out of here. He get up out of there. He make him get up out of there. And he get on Shorty Dwop, like, hey, bro, you out of line, bro. You got this MF up in the shop with you. And I've been speaking up for you, saying that it can't be that you're around here messing with these homosexuals. You know what I'm saying? And there was nothing that he could say, bro. He just kind of tried to laugh, and I was like, "What you mean, big bro? I ain't doing nothing. What I do, bro?" He act like he didn't know where he had went wrong at, bro. You already got these allegations of you mess with these homosexuals, and then we come to the barbershop and find the little homosexual up in here with you. This ain't even the same homosexual that you was in the shower with. You was in the shower with a whole different homosexual. This a little scrawny white boy that you up in the barbershop with, like y'all dating or something. He right on your hip. You dig what I'm saying? And this dude is straight neighborhood, man, straight factor, front line. You feel me? But he from Tulsa. You feel me? He ain't from the city limits. Now I'm not saying nothing, bad about Tulsa, because I know some real G's, some real gangsters from Tulsa. You feel me? But see, this is, man, just because a dude say he a gangster and he been to the penitentiary, don't mean that when he was in that penitentiary, he wasn't messing with them boys, man, because these dudes is messing with these boys. And they keep on catching cases so they can go back. I'm convinced, you know what I'm saying? And man, listen, this ain't even the tip of the iceberg of some of the stuff I done seen in the joint. But the point of this story is, a lot of these dudes is in the penitentiary, man. And y'all think, and these females, they be thinking that they holding down a real one. You know what I'm saying? And the whole time, he in the back busting somebody's back down. You know what I'm saying? Another dude's back down. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, man, it's real. You know what I mean? The toughest dudes, the toughest gangsters. You know what I'm saying? That ain't got life sentences. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like they forced, to deal with no boy. You know what I'm saying? And for two, it's women that work in the prison system that's giving that coochie away. You know what I'm saying? It's case managers. You know what I'm saying? That's messing with inmates. You know what I'm saying? It happens every day. You dig what I'm saying? And man, you ain't got to go out like that. You dig what I'm saying? Now I don't got nothing against homosexuals, but if you a gangster and you playing like you big bad wolf, but then behind closed doors, you like that boy butt, you know what I'm saying? You thumbs down, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be a homosexual, just be all out in the front with it, you know what I'm saying? OG told me one time, he said, man, if you got to hide the fact that you do something, you know what I'm saying, you don't need to be doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because a grown man that's secure in his, being, ain't ashamed of nothing that he chooses to do. You dig what I'm saying? That's just not my style. You feel me? And as a gangster, that's cardinal rule number one. That's one of the unforgivable sins. You know what I'm saying? One is snitching, and two is anything involved with homosexual activity. You know what I'm saying? As a gangster, you know what I'm saying? There's two things that you can't come back from. You dig what I'm saying? And that's the real deal. Um, and like I say, I never judged my homeboy, for choosing to deal with homosexuals. You know what I mean? He did 13 years, and I guess he felt like, that was something that, he just couldn't fight the urge. You feel me? And it's just wicked. You know what I'm saying? And so, ladies, man, be careful messing with these dudes just getting out the penitentiary. Make sure you know who you're dealing with. Make sure you ain't just meet this dude on POF. You dig what I'm saying? Make sure you study these dudes' character. You know what I'm saying? Ask questions. You know what I'm saying? Ask those uncomfortable questions. Because by all right, you got the right to know if this dude been in there messing with them boys, because he could come out and bring you something that you can't get rid of. You dig what I'm saying? And I done seen it happen. So y'all be careful. Y'all be smooth. Y'all stay down and keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy R2. I appreciate all the support, all the comments, all the shares, all the likes. Y'all the goats. You know what I'm saying? And I want y'all to stay down. And until next time, man, peace. It's your boy R2, and I'm gone.